Hi guys, 2 days ago I've decided to bake a project called Little Sophia by Robotics on Kickstarter. Now a bit about this company, I'm going to read it from the press release. Robotics is an AI and robotics company dedicated to creating living, intelligent machines that enrich people's lives. The company develops own robot characters such as Sophia, the world's first robot citizen, which serves as an AI platform for scientific research, education, healthcare, sales and service, entertainment, and other research and service applications. Hands-on robotics scientists, artists, roboticists, sorry, and engineers strive to bring robots to life as true friends who deeply understand and care for people, and collaborate with us in pursuit of ever greater good for all. Now, in this picture that you see in front of you, this is Sophia. This is not Little Sophia. And Sophia, I'm going to read it again from the press release, is hands-on robotics' most advanced human-like robot created by combining breakthrough innovations in robotics, AI, and artistry. She's endowed with remarkable expressiveness, aesthetics, and interactivity, and can simulate a full range of facial expressions, track and recognize faces, and hold natural conversations with people. This is not a consumer robot, so you can't take it home and just interact with it. But Little Sophia is. Now, Little Sophia is described as the little sister of Sophia the Robot. And I'm going to read it again from the press release. And the newest member of the Hanson Robotics family. She is 14 inch tall and designed to make learning STEM, coding and AI a fun and rewarding adventure for kids from 6 to 10 years old. It's kind of different from what things say on Kickstarter, but again, it's for young children. So in this Little Sophia, children can learn topics related to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now I'm going to continue reading. Little Sophia delivers a high-quality, entertaining, and educational experience, so young students are highly motivated to spend time learning with her. The interaction between Little Sophia and users focuses on storytelling and learning new things. Little Sophia has the same endearing personality as Sophia the Robot. She is intensely curious, refreshingly innocent, and uniquely playful. She is the only consumer robot with a human-like face who can generate a wide range of human facial expressions, something that I really want to see in person. It's going to be amazing. She not only responds to commands, but also actively engages in conversations. This unparalleled responsiveness, together with her humanoid design, makes Little Sophia a smart educational companion. Now here you can see how now you can have your very own Sophia. This is Little Sophia. As you can see, there are some its key features: wide range of facial expressions, interactive chat with user, interacts with kids while teaching STEM, coding, and AI. She can walk, facial tracking and recognition, tells stories, jokes, plays games, sings. AR functions that allow users to take a perfect selfie. Hooray! Of course, this is for me. And programmable with Blocky and Python. Python is a programming language. Now, as of the time of writing, the project is still active and it's already baked. I mean, it reaches its goals. The goal was 75,000 and as you can see, it's over 90,000 by now. And by now, I mean as the time of making this video, which is February 2nd, 2019. Now, according to the Kickstarter page and the press release, Little Sophia will be available for purchase and delivery at the end of 2019, probably around December. But again, this is probably subject to change, but hopefully this will be where Sophia will be able to be delivered to those bakers and probably other consumers who want to buy this product. Now, I have to admit that what catches my attention was the soft robotics technology, where you can actually see those facial expressions of Sophia and also Little Sophia when I saw it in the video, expressing different types of emotions through facial expressions. Now a month back, I think it's around month, 2 months. I tried a toy called Untamed Arena, kind of physical toy, a dinosaur toy, and I remember really enjoying it because it actually was interactive. But it didn't have many of the advanced technologies used here. It was kind of a, in quotations, dummy toy. He can just react to some touches on his nose and the back head and make some noises, and that's about it. Still, I was fascinated by it because I can't remember, anywhere in the past 5 years that I actually interacted and used a toy in such a way, and I just couldn't imagine how it would be like interacting with a humanoid. Now, Hanson Robotics is located in Hong Kong, and in the press release it's written, I'm going to quote, the company's location in Hong Kong puts it on the doorstep of the world's toy factory in Guangdong, uniquely positioning it to design and build high-performance, inexpensive, reliable, and scalable products for a fraction of the cost to produce similar items elsewhere. Now, I pay $99 for this, which means by supporting this project, I'm going to get Little Sophia, and this doesn't include shipping. Now, just so you know that this is the first time I actually baked something on Kickstarter, and it took me really quick, I think like a minute, just to read things through and then decided I want to support this project. Now, the excitement about this humanoid robots, I think something related to early childhoods, and I think it's took a really strong turn after I watched the movie Artificial Intelligence. Now, that movie by Steven Spielberg tells a story of a robotic boy that was programmed to love. It's called David. Is adopted as a test case by a Cybertronics employee and his wife. It's a really great movie, and of course, many of you have already seen it. But again, the dream about having such a robot, in your home, that one that you can naturally interact with it, and it can respond to you and has really natural facial expressions, something that fascinated me for a long time. Now, there's some questions that people brought up, which are some interesting and still. We didn't have any response. People want to know how much of Sophia, this one, is actually in the Little Sophia. From what I can see, is Little Sophia was designed for probably a more certain purpose instead of like being a humanoid can do a very wide range of interactions like Sophia can. But again, this is not something that I didn't get an answer for this, nor does the community who supported it. But I hope that we get an answer for this pretty soon. What we do know, largely is what is written on the Kickstarter that, introducing a Little Sophia, Sophia the Robot's little sister, a new kind of STEM, AI and coding learning companion for ages 7 to 13. Now, having an educational companion is amazing, especially for kids. But, also for adults, and I'm an adult, things, when I read like that Little Sophia can walk, talk, sing, play games, like her big sister, she can tell jokes, she can move, and there's an augmented reality feature that you can use alongside the app. I got really excited. What I am sure about is going to be much more advanced than any other robot-like toy, that I tried previously. And I remember being so excited about so many other more simple interaction with interactive toys that I just can imagine how excited I would be when Sophia arrives to my house and I'm going to start interacting with it. The other interesting part is the complementary app that's going to come with it, the software side. And having the ability to program her, I don't know to what degree, but wouldn't be amazing to be able to, just inject different types of behaviors and see how Sophia reacts, maybe program her using, programming language and see, how the interaction changes. Will little Sophia gonna get more updates, gonna become smarter? She's gonna learn more things about her surrounding and become more intelligent over time? I don't know yet the full answers for this, but this is an AI character, so it's supposed to. I mean, just imagine that you have your AI companion with you, and it can learn about you, your surroundings, and become smarter and provide you with more personalized interaction that is fitted to the specific person who is interacted with little Sophia. This way Sophia is going to have an adaptable personality, and you're gonna have, it's gonna personalize her interaction depends on who she's interacted with. The question is whether she is going to remember who is that person. It's going to be interesting. So we can have this continuity. So if you just go to sleep and wake up in the morning, Sophia is going to recognize you and knows the thing that you, and the emphasis here on you, like to do. She remember everything and every previous interaction with it, and she can, of course, progress and become more adaptable in terms of her interaction with the person who she's been interacting with for a longer period of time. Another question that might be raised is, why use a physical robot and not having a virtual one? I mean, of course you might say, okay, you can actually feel and touch and hold it in your hand. But the question is, when you have, for example, haptic gloves, which you can actually feel things. If you touch something virtual, it can feel at some point with advanced technology kind of the same, right? No, not exactly. Of course, the main thing that you can think about is not just seeing and touching and feeling things. Is about the robot being able to actually do things, for example, around the house. Like, for example, I can tell a virtual robot, and maybe in the future, in some ways, we will be able to just pick up something and bring it to me, right? And of course, if you want to make something virtual, and of course, virtual has many advantages. Like, for example, the facial expressions, you can make them much more believable, but just animating a 3D model. But again, this is something you're going to have near you. You don't need any headset, any gloves or something that you can actually feel that in a natural interaction with this virtual entity. I'm going to read something from a document, Physical versus Virtual Agent Embodiment and Effects on Social Interactions by Sam Thelman, Annika Silvervang, Agenta Golds, and Tom Ziemke, from the Departments of Computer and Information Science, Linköping University, Sweden. So the abstract. Previous work indicates that physical robots elicit more favorable social responses than virtual agents. These effects have been attributed to the physical embodiment. However, a recent meta-analysis by Lee suggests that the benefits of robots are due to physical presence rather than physical embodiment. To further explore the importance of presence, we conducted a pilot study investigating the relationship between physical and social presence. The results suggest that social presence of an artificial agent is important for interaction with people, and that the extent to which it is perceived as a social present might be unaffected by whether it is physically or virtually present. I want to link to this document in the description of this video, but I'm going to read now the discussion and conclusion. The result from testing H3 indicates that the social presence of an artificial agent is significant to its ability to successfully interact with others. It's interesting. At least in the context of the types of interaction featured in the study. From testing H1 and H2, we saw, contrary to our expectation, that our physically present agent was not perceived as more socially present than its virtually present counterpart, nor did it give rise to more favorable social responses. This suggests that physical presence and social presence might be independent from each other. The extent to which an agent is experienced as a social actor that manifests humanness might be unaffected by the choice of physical or virtual embodiment. You can read more about it. I link to it. You can read more about it if you want. I didn't read everything, but you see just the conclusion. There's something that I want to talk about. Now, Little Sophia, please forgive me. I'm not trying to compare you to a little toy dinosaur. Maybe just a little bit. But here you can see me toying around with the Untamed Arena dinosaur. As you can see, there's a sensor in the front of the head, in the nose, where I can just swipe, and then I can see an interaction. Same goes to if I tap it at the back of the head. There's a sensor there as well. Now, I was very excited when I tried it, and I can imagine how kids will feel when they try it for the first time. Here, just switching it over, and it also reacts and do funny voices and sounds. But the physicality is something that really made me excited about this. We can actually touch and see an interaction. This is something that you can actually also do with virtual, but you need, of course, different hardware in order to create something like this. So, for example, giving something virtual the feel of weight, and texture, and this is something that you probably need a glove or something in order to create it. Anyway, the physicality actually was something that I felt that gives a more presence to the character, and I felt that naturally socializing with it, trying to get it to react, and it was really fascinating.
Dinosaur toy on the ground, and then click the scan your creature in order to scan it using the app.
And really unique interaction. But what they did is amazing. You can see that I can actually scan the physical toy, and I can bring it to life virtually in augmented reality. This is an amazing feature, what I really enjoy using Untamed Arena. So this uses image recognition. As you can see, the physical toy brought to life virtually. And now you have different types of interaction. Of course, it's animated, it does voices. You can even just tap on the ground and it can come to you, and it can be really funny. Look at this, it's just amazing, right? So they just combine the physical and the virtual, in order to expand the types of interaction and the things that you can do with it. And here you can actually play games and do so many things with it. Of course, this is just, it's a fighting game where two dinosaurs fight against each other. But of course, once you have this character, you can do anything you want with it. Now, of course, this little dinosaur is kind of dummy. He doesn't understand a lot just what you program him to do, and doesn't have AI, and it can't learn anything. So it is what it is. It's a kind of a very simple virtual character that was designed to do certain types of interactions. In this case, a kind of a simple interaction when you feed him, and he can also fight in a kind of a mini game.
He's kind of thinks something is wrong here, so he needs to adapt. Come on, guys, get closer. Yeah, you see? I told you, they like each other.
Now, this is Tender app, and I also tried it, a virtual character. This is, I think, one of the more advanced and smart virtual character augmented reality apps that I tried to date. The virtual pet is called Guppy, and I'm going to read it to you what the description of this app says. Bring Guppy out of its virtual fishbowl and into the real world. Feed it through a well-balanced diet and feels. Guppy will learn and evolve based on players' facial expressions and social interactions. The more faces it can scan, the better. Guppy can also recognize and respond to over 200 objects, building up knowledge as it interacts more and more with the physical world. Watch as Guppy takes stock of its newfound knowledge to evolve from a non-verbal AI to a unique creature with its own personality, but beware that sentience may lead to a full-blown existential crisis. All right. As you can see, things that brought me to want to invest in this project, Little Sophia, is related to things from childhood, science fiction movies, and of course applications that are tried, standard applications, mobile applications, and things related to augmented reality and other types of advanced applications that uses machine learning and AI in order to create unique interactions with virtual characters.
Yeah, I come over here, and Guppy will come. You just walk after you. Nice. Okay, Guppy. Nice. What? What do you want? Huh, Guppy? What? You want to eat something? You are hungry? Get this one. Come on. Eat it. Come on. It's good? Eat it. Oh, gratitude. Oh, this is a beautiful thing to learn. Look at me smiling. He said yes, thank you. I'm so happy. Oh, Guppy.
Now Guppy was so cute this moment. I really wanted to hug him, but I couldn't. It was so... I really wanted to hug him at this point, but I couldn't. It's virtual. There's no way I could do it, unless I had some advanced hardware which allows me to do it. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is, different types of interaction, with me interacting with the virtual character. But again, back to square one, Little Sophia. So Little Sophia, I think, will combine many of the things that I liked about interacting with physical and virtual characters with an added features that allows it to create more personalized, smart, and meaningful interactions with me and with other person who buys it and use it. And the fact that you can actually use it, it was designed for kids to educate them about specific subjects, even coding. I think it's amazing. I think it's better than just having kind of a virtual voice we can ask questions and teach you. This is something more personal that I think will even encourage kids to sit down and learn more about specific subjects. So as you can see, nothing come out of the blue. These are reasons why I felt really obligated in some way to get this product and try it out in first person. So if you find this all this topic fascinating and you really want to have a Little Sophia for yourself, you can go to the Kickstarter page and support this project. Now it's February 2nd, 2019, so the project is still active. You can still support it. And what you can do also is, if you don't support it through Kickstarter, you can also buy the product once it is released at the end of 2019. Hopefully, again, we don't know the exact date that the product is going to be released, but you can follow updates on the Kickstarter page and on Hands-on Robotics or their other social channels. Just so you know, I'm not affiliated with Hands-on Robotics in any way. This is just me sharing my excitement as a baker of this project and talking about some related topics. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section below. We'd really like to hear your opinion about this and about Little Sophia, what you think, and open up a really fruitful discussion about this topic. So thank you again, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys. Bye bye. Yay.